we've had a lot of people that receive these something called an I-693 courtesy notice for their adjustment of status application. And so basically, if you're starting out on your immigration journey, or if you've received one of these, what I'd like to explain in this video is what exactly is this I-693 courtesy notice or deficiency notice, sometimes it says. I want to discuss what it is, what it means, and some other tips about the medical exam. So the I-693 is the medical exam form. It's part of the application for adjustment of status to receive a green card. And you have to go to a civil surgeon, to a doctor, and have a medical examination completed. And you will receive that medical exam in a sealed envelope, and that would be sent with your adjustment of status application. If you didn't send the medical exam with your application, a lot of times there's good reasons. Timing, sometimes with the medical exam, it's hard to get it scheduled, and you want to be able to get your application sent out. It's completely fine if you were to send your application without the medical exam. You would just be required to provide it later. So if you happened to have sent in your green card application without the medical exam, Immigration, USCIS will send you a notice, an I-693 courtesy notice, usually on a colored sheet of paper, and it'll say deficiency or courtesy notice for the I-693. If you receive this notice, I want to make sure, first and foremost, that you know, don't panic. It really is, they used to just say deficiency, now they have courtesy language in there. Basically it's just a notice, hey, thanks, we received your green card application. Just a reminder, you didn't send your medical exam. So one of two things will happen. You'll either receive a request from Immigration later to mail it in, that's less common, or you will just take it with you when you have your green card interview. That's the more common scenario. So first and foremost, if you receive that notice, don't panic. It's just Immigration wanting everybody to be on the same page, knowing, hey, we got your application, just no medical exam. And just something I wanted to point out with medical exams is that for sometimes we send applications for our clients without the medical exam because getting the application sent out on time is extremely important. So if we're in a time crunch and a medical exam can't be scheduled, or we won't be able to obtain it in time, we will just go ahead and we would send the application knowing that we'll get the medical exam and take it to the interview, knowing that we'll get one of these courtesy notices. And a reason for maybe not submitting your medical exam with your application, as I mentioned earlier, has to do with timing. So the important tip that I wanted to let all of you know is the medical exam cannot be more than 60 days old at the time that you submit your application to Immigration. So sometimes people get excited if they're doing their own application and they just get started and go and get their medical exam, and it takes them a while to get the documents together. If that medical exam is more than 60 days old when you submit your application to Immigration, you'll have to get a new one. So that's one reason that individuals might opt to just get their application sent and then get the medical exam. Once you have the medical exam, though, and your medical exam and application has been submitted to Immigration, the medical exam is valid for 2 years from the date that it was signed by the civil surgeon. So just some tips with the medical exam.